Hi everyone, this is Miss Jess from the Monroe Street Art Center, and I am here to show you a project for your gratitude art kit. First of all, thank you guys so much for purchasing one of our gratitude art kits. It's a good time of the year to just practice giving thanks, right? Being thankful for the things and grateful for the things that you have in your life, especially in crazy times like this. We need to take inventory of the things that make us happy and the things that we maybe take for granted for sometimes during the year, right? So thank you. Our first project that we're going to do from our kit is a gratitude tree. So this is an example that I made. And the idea of a gratitude tree is that the top of the tree is filled with all of the leaves, right? I guess this is a fall tree because we're using warm colors. The idea is that you're going to write on the leaves all the things that you are thankful for, the things that you appreciate around you, right? So for example, on my tree, I listed a few things that I'm thankful for, like friends, my family, my house, and art, right? Maybe essential workers, anything that you guys can think of, you can add to your tree. Okay, so for this project, we're going to need a few things. I'm actually just going to make a second example on the back of this one. So I'm going to be using blue for my background today, and you guys have a bunch of really fun colors inside of your kit. So blue is going to be my background. I'm also taking a little bit of the orange, the yellow, and the pink, right? Like a little bit, this much is how much I cut off, to cut out trees for my tree. I also took a little bit of the green because I want to add some grass to the bottom of my tree. So this is what I'm going to use for grass. And then of course you found a brown rectangle piece of paper inside your kit as well. And this is what we're going to use for our tree trunk. The last few things you're going to need from your kit are your black permanent marker. This is what we can use to write what we're thankful for on our leaves, and it will stand out really nice and bright because it's really dark black. And then you're also going to find some fall glitter stickers that look like these. We can use these on our tree today too. And then the only thing that I'm using from home is actually a glue stick. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to do mine on the back here. The first thing I want to show you guys is if you want to have branches for your tree, an easy way to do that is to actually just make your trunk a little bit skinnier. So I'm going to cut off a little extra here. Right, and then this can be for my branches. So maybe I want some short ones here like that. And now I'm going to stick them on my background. So taking my glue stick, put glue all across the back. You can be pretty generous since this is our first layer. We don't want this one falling off. Okay, stick it down. And then I'll add my little branches to it. So I'll put glue on each of these and add them, and I'll hold this up in a second so you guys can see. All right, mine's gonna be a little tree. Okay, so now that I've got that down, I'm gonna cut out some leaves. If I stack my pieces of paper together, I just have my orange, yellow, and pink here. If I stack them together and I draw, kind of sketch out whatever shape of leaf you want, it's gonna be mine, just like football shapes, little eyes. And then I cut them while they're all stacked together. I'm gonna get 3 of the exact same shape and size. So it's a little trick. Makes it a little easier. Okay, so take your time drawing out your leaves. They don't have to look like mine. Your leaves could be a different kind of tree. They could be all different shapes and sizes. It's totally up to you. The only thing I would say is do leave a little bit of space since we are gonna have to write on these. Okay, so now is when I can kind of brainstorm, think about the things that I'm thankful for, come up with a list. It should be pretty easy to do. I feel like I have a lot of amazing things in my life I can be grateful for. So I'm just gonna jot a few of them down here. Family, my friends for sure. I've missed seeing everyone during COVID. Family, friends, essential workers. Shout out to all of my friends and family that are working right now. Okay, and we can be thankful for other things too. Maybe I'm thankful for my bike. I love going biking, right? All my summertime bike rides. I'm thankful for art. I make art every single day. I'm so lucky. Okay, you guys can come up with a good list, so I'll take some time to write some out. You guys take some time to write some out, and then I'll move on to the next step of the project. Okay, so I've listed a couple of them. I don't think I'm actually going to use all the leaves that I cut out, but that's okay. I'm going to take my glue stick, and now anywhere that I want to stick my little gratitude leaf, essential workers, I'm just going to put a big circle of glue and stick it down. Coming off the very top of my tree. Sometimes if this is a fall tree, the leaves could be falling to the ground. Maybe you're going to glue a couple of them down at the bottom. Right? I don't know what your tree looks like. It could look like anything. Okay, I've got 2 left here. I'm gonna find some space to stick them. And one more. How about this one goes way at the top? Okay, so everyone's tree is gonna look a little bit different. Something like that, right? All right, so now for the grass at the very bottom, I'm going to take a pair of scissors and I'm gonna make tiny little snips that go all the way across this piece, but I'm not cutting all the way through, right? Because that's obviously gonna just cut my paper into tiny little pieces. Cutting it like this kind of makes it like a fringe. And it gives me a little bit of space on the very end to add my glue so that it's gonna stick. Okay, so I cut all the way across. Perfect, awesome. Glue stick. That line all the way across that isn't cut is where I put my glue. Woo! And we'll stick it on the bottom, rub it, right, make sure it's stuck. And then if you want to, you can crinkle it up with your fingers, kind of make it a little bit 3D, make it pop off the page. Okay, and then again, the last few things that you guys can do with this, if you want to use your glitter stickers, all you have to do for these is just peel the back off and stick them down wherever you want to. You also have a pack of colored pencils. If you wanted to add details with colored pencils, this would be a great chance to do that. On my other example, I'm not sure where it is at the moment, I drew some clouds in the background, I drew a little tire swing in the background. You could draw a house, you could draw your friends and you playing outside. You could draw a little outdoor Thanksgiving scene if you wanted to. I don't know, okay? So, for example, maybe if I do want to add some clouds, I'm going to take my pack of colored pencils. The best thing about these is that they already come sharpened. Sweet. So, I'll just maybe add some clouds in the background and push nice and hard so that they show up really good. And I'm going really fast, right? You guys can really take your time with this. Maybe I also want to use my permanent marker and add a little hole in my tree trunk. Maybe something lives in this tree. All right. And then again, if I wanted to have that little tire swing, I could draw that too. Ta-da! All right. Well, you guys have fun with this project. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.